Hey everyone, it's me from the future. I recorded this video a few days back and then things just always change so fast. And there's going to be a little bit of footage in this video from right now and a couple things I'm going to be showing you, and then some footage from a few days back when I was showing you a couple things as well. And excited to walk through some of those items and take you on a little journey of some things I'm into right now. I'm getting into making these videos, and so I know my audio's been a little bit bouncing all over the place. I do have a DJI mic, but it seems like sometimes it comes off and on. So I do live in Arizona. You'll hear a lot of birds in some of the clips here coming up, and I think it was just pulling the audio from just the background of my house down in my living room in Arizona. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that I'm working on that, and it's a work in progress, learning a lot of new things with the whole YouTube world. So you'll see me talk about these right here in some of the footage I just mentioned, and these are really pretty old folk art bookends, and I mentioned these in some clips that you'll see here in just a few minutes. These actually just sold yesterday to Pearson Ward, who is an interior design firm, and you might be familiar with them. So those won't be on my shop anymore, but I do have some other really cool bookends that I'll show you. These stone bookends are these carved faces. I believe these are some type of onyx stone, but these are listed on there. Like I said, just wanted to mention those folk art ones will not be on there. Pearson Ward snagged those. So I've always really liked folk art, and I have another piece right here that is really lends itself to more of the folk art type motif. And this is, I believe, a candle holder of some kind. This is a really cool piece. If you are into folk art and want to add a little bit of that element, folk art just adds such good texture, and you can see a little bit closer, it has some really cool painted designs. Really cool piece to add on a shelf for decor. This is a little vase that I think would be a really cool bud vase. You could put a couple little flowers in here. Like, I think this would be so cool with some just unique colored tulips. And this is one of those pieces where you could either add like a little clear vial down in the middle, and that would hold water for this. I've actually have put water in this before for a prop styling session that I had a while back. But yeah, this is going to be up on the Etsy shop as well. It is vintage and it's ceramic, but yeah, a really cool little vase. I think that's one of my favorite pieces and something that I'm really into right now. This is a new etching that I just recently acquired, and I'll hold it up a little bit closer so you can see. It's from 1962, and this is going to be framed. I'll be putting this up on my shop as well after I frame this, but yeah, really cool, just mid-century 1962 piece of art. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one. This one's coming as well, and this is actually one of my favorite types of art. I love etchings, and I'll probably put this in some kind of a unique just matting and art frame, which will really accentuate the art. These wood teak bowls are going to be going up as well, but another really great shelf decor piece. I love to add these on just open shelving. So if it's in a kitchen or in some type of dining room, they stack. So it's almost like nesting bowls, but there's quite a few of them here. I'm going to sell all of these just as a set. So something else I think just to keep your eyes open for, something that I'm into. I love any type of wood bowl like this. I have some larger teak ones that are kind of in a set, but yeah, definitely check these out as well. These are going to be listed soon. And some of the things I'm personally liking that I've been then reciprocating that through some of the sourcing that I'm doing, and some of the things, my hair in my mouth, finding and adding to my Etsy shop. So just wanted to take you through some of the stuff that I'm personally into and some of the things I've been collecting. Stone, it's alabaster actually. Have you ever really looked at alabaster? It looks a lot like marble, and it's really beautiful. It's a stone that has a lot of natural just design and kind of organic compound to it. But I love these. If you don't have one of these on your just like coffee table, or like even like a desk like this, you can have it up here, and you can put things like trinkets, put things that you love in this. I like to put matches in these. I put these on like a coffee table with matches that I use to light candles. Jewelry, it's a great little catch-all for jewelry, but anything that's genuine Italian alabaster. So check these out. I've seen them on different Etsy stores. I've seen them in antique malls. This is one that I have up on my Etsy shop that I just listed. So I'm not sure if it'll be available anymore, but really cool little decor item for your house. I love these little, they're called fairy lights or fairy lamps, but this one is more like mid-century era, and they come in a lot of different colors. I've seen them in red, I've seen them just clear. This one's like an amber tone, and I love just the look of these. These are so cute at night. You can put a little tea light, so they open like this, and you just put a little tea light candle in here and then set it like on a desk. You can put it on a dresser, and it just emits this really nice soft glow. And yeah, check these out. These are really cool. I love these. This is a little planter. And so I believe this is mid-century era, I want to say, but it says made in Korea on the bottom. You can put, see, it goes down pretty deep. I've sold a good amount of these over time. They seem to be pretty popular right now. Such a cool little piece to put on a shelf too. You could either just use it as shelf decor, or you could actually make this into some type of really cool plant pot, or even just put one of those little flower frogs down in here and make a really cool flower arrangement. So yeah, definitely a unique piece that I think is really cool for just kind of adding kind of a different element of design, especially if you love seashells. Seashells obviously are really big right now. A lot of people are into that. Architecture lamps are really something that you can find pretty easily. I find them, and I have found them many times in thrift stores, but getting an architecture lamp, putting it as a wall-mounted lamp, so they have these little brackets that you can get on Amazon. A lot of times when you find and you'll come across an architecture lamp, it doesn't have that clamp on the bottom, and that can kind of be a deterrent, because how do you hang it or put it on anything if you don't have the actual bracket for it? You can get the bracket on Amazon, and they can be fitted to the lamp. And so I have them on my desk. Look, I'll move this, you can see this one here. So I love them, and then I have one in my kitchen as well. So that's another place that you can put an architecture lamp. I have one actually just clipped onto my kitchen counter, and so just a really unique place to put an architecture lamp. But you can have them mounted even in a kitchen over the top of like some floating shelves, or in a bathroom. Just kind of, it's a piece in a lamp that's very accessible that a lot of people just don't think about using in unique ways. So another thing I'm really liking right now. So I mentioned in some of the other clips that you're seeing right now from a few days ago about architecture lamps. And so I brought one here. This is one that I got quite a ways back. I have a lot of these. I wanted just to kind of show and point out, see how like this one actually has this little piece right here, but it doesn't have the actual clamp. You wouldn't be able to fix this onto any type of desk or any type of surface because the clamp isn't a full clamp. But this is what I mentioned on Amazon. So you can get these clamps on Amazon. This is just an adapter. If you find one of these types of architecture lamps and you want to be able to use it, but it's missing the clamp, which happens often, these are pretty readily available. You can find these older architecture lamps. I feel like I find them quite a bit. And like I mentioned, I do have one in my kitchen. I think I maybe have 3 or 4 of them actually throughout my house. But then just hop onto Amazon and get maybe like a $10 clamp, and then they're pretty universal to where you can just clip them on, and then it has the clamp piece, so you can actually fix that to like your desk or your counter or something like that. Check out this horse lighter. So this is a vintage lighter back when you would fill up lighters with the fuel. Yeah, you can see it down here at the bottom. So I haven't actually refilled this yet, but I plan on it. But you can actually, it's like a table lighter. So push this down, and that's how you would use the lighter. So the only thing I really use lighters for is for candles. So I plan on filling this up, but I just think it's a kind of a cool piece of decor that you can add and implement in your house that is pretty fun. It's just something I'm into right now. Another thing I've been into lately is folk art. So I am always on the lookout for any type of like tramp art or folk art boxes, but look at this folk art bookend. And so I actually have 2 of these. And so these are on my Etsy store right now. I just listed them a little while ago, so you can check these out if you'd like, but they even have the green felt. So when you see green felt like this, generally it means that it's pretty old, because they don't add green felt anymore. Anything that's more contemporary or just made within the past like 20 years or so has been with black. You see typically black or like a brown felt, but anytime you see this green felt, you know that it's old. And so these are definitely they're definitely mid-century, but I just think these are such a cool little folk art piece. I've just been really into this lately and love the folk art motif, love the design of these, and something else I'm just really into right now. This is a piece of art that I did recently. It's actually sold, so I have to get this ready to be shipped out. It's actually a photograph that was done back in 1995, so it's a vintage black and white photograph with the chrome frame. Love it. I think cat art is so cool. I actually have a calico cat. She's a very interesting and particular cat. If any of you have female calico cats, you probably know exactly what I mean. And then this is another one that this is actually a piece of art. I believe it's from the early 1900s, this cat. And so, yeah, I love any type of cat art right now. And I have a few different pieces of cat art in my own collection, just something I'm into right now. I've been creating a lot of cat art, and there's just a lot of, even from like the late 1800s, that is available that I think is really fun. And so I'm always on the lookout for those. Thanks everyone for watching a couple things I'm into right now. You can check out my Etsy shop below, and any of the things that I've curated recently. I've been adding a lot more finds and a lot more of the things I've been sourcing as of recent. Always fun talking with everyone, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for another video. Bye.